I recently had a student of mine bring it up to my attention that a lot of people don't know how to use TradingView like I do. I'm really proficient in my trading with TradingView. So thank you, Mina, for bringing that up. That not many people understand this. I think this will be a good video for everybody. So let's go ahead and get right to it. First off, we'll go through the order since I have about 30 minutes to teach you guys that before the market closes. You can see right here, I have a stop loss in the market. I'm gonna go ahead and cancel that by pressing X there. And then let's say I wanted to exit some of these. I just push the buy button. Let's go ahead and exit 5 of the 9. It's an evaluation with Apex Trader Funding, right? Which I'll teach you guys how to connect TradingView to TradeAvate, which that's what this connection is. It's a TradeAvate connection. If I log out here, I can press TradeAvate. I put my Apex Trader Funding password and username in there, and then it goes ahead and puts me into my TradingView account, which then is connected to TradingView, but I'm able to trade it on TradingView. So let's go through and look at how I enter and exit the market, because that's what she was like wondering, was how do I do that? So I'm in the market here, right? I have a stop loss here. Let's go to another market. We'll go to YM here. Now, step 1 is going to be going into our settings here. So you can either left click or right click and go to settings, or you can double click on the candles there and it'll take you into your settings. So we need to go and turn all this off. So turn all this off except for titles. Leave titles in the background, but turn the opacity all the way down. So titles is the indicator thing right here. If I turn that off, it's gone. So I definitely want that. The rest of it just puts a bunch of stuff on my chart that I don't like. And then let's go to scales and lines. So you're going to want your currency and unit to be always visible. And then scale modes, A and L, so always visible. And that's this right here. So that's for how the screen reacts to when you move your mouse. So I always have that on, always visible. And I turn off lock price to bar ratio because I want to be able to zoom into price when I want to be able to. And that will stop you from being able to do that. And then scales placement, stack on the right. So see, if I put a stack on the left, puts the numbers on the left. It doesn't matter which way you have it, but I just prefer it on the right. This one's important, no overlapping labels. So you'll see later, if I have this on, it will cover up my entry price and where my stop loss is at, and I don't like that. So if you press that, it stops that from happening. Now this is the important one here, plus button, right? So see, now when I move my mouse over here, there's no plus button, but now there is. So that plus button is how I get in and out of the market with stop losses. So I like having the count down until the bar closes, which is going to be until the next bar, until this bar closes and the next one opens. I like to know when that's about to happen. So symbol, you can have the name on here and then it'll put the name right there. You can also have the value, which will tell you the percentage. And then you can also have line on, that will put a line on where price is at. So you see that. I personally just like having the name on hidden. That's how I like to have it hidden, but the name isn't bad either. It's just up to you. That's personal preference. It doesn't matter either way. So price and percentage values. So values according to scale. That is for when you have this on, right? So if we go to value, so you see how it changes there. There it puts the price, and then there it puts the percentage. So it doesn't really matter either. Previous day's close, I have these on, and then when I want to look at it, I just come in here and turn the opacity up with the line. So opacity means how much you can see the line. So indicators and financials, I just have it on name, pre and post market name or value, hidden, and then bid ask spread hidden. So if you're in something like crypto, you might want to be able to see the bid-ask spread, but otherwise you don't really want to see them. Days of the week on labels, I have that turned on. Now, the time hours format down here, this one's important. So unless you're like a military person, you're probably gonna want it on 12 hours. So that's why on my chart, it's just like normal time. But if you go to 24 hours, it's going to show 1920. I just keep it on 12 hours. Now that we have all that, we can go on to this here. So I have my background on solid white. I have the opacity turned down on the grid lines. If that's something you want, you can turn them up. And then as you can see now, my chart has those lines. I don't like it personally. I like it really nice and clean. And then the watermark, I turn it off because I don't like it on my chart, but you could obviously have it on if you like that. And then I tighten the text size all the way down. That's going to be the size of the font here. Really big. I just like it really small. The more I want to be able to see the candles, not the numbers. So navigation visible over mouse. So this is going to be, let me go ahead and exit this. So this is going to be this right here. So these are your buttons. I don't ever really use them, so that's why I just keep them on visible on over hover. And this one resets the chart back to automatic. So automatic, this A button here. See now when I click, I can't drag my mouse anywhere. Yeah, so see here, I'm clicking down. I can't zoom in or out. And when I zoom in or out, it stays at a certain scale. But if I turn this off, now I can do this. I can zoom out. That's how I like to have it, but some people might like to have it on automatic. All right. And then pane is visible on mouse hover. Let's turn that off and see what it does. I'm not sure what that one does, honestly. I don't know. I'll just leave it on hover. And then the top margins, that's going to be how close. Watch. So see, you'll watch here how the bars get farther away from the top. And then if I go bottom, it does the same thing. How squished the bars are if you go right to left. So I'm going to press cancel so it doesn't save that. So I just have it 10, 8, 10. And this one's how many bars to the right of spacing does it have. I hate when it's super close, so watch this. So I think this is how it might come, maybe 1 or 2. So I like to have space to right or whatever I want to do over there. So that's why I have it set to 10. Let's go to trading. This is the important one. So buy, sell buttons. If we look right here, that's this. So if I turn those off, there's nothing there. We want those on. So in order to be able to market in and out of the market as you please, you have to have this on right here. And then we could change the quantity of that we want to enter with this right here. So that's one quantity. I buy into the market. See, I'm in the market. Push X to exit. Sell. Now I sold short. Now I hate the play sound for executions. You can have it on if you want, but I don't like it on. And then if you have all events on here, watch. See, you're going to have these every single time you enter the market. It's going to pop up with these, and I hate them. I don't like them at all. So I leave those rejection only. So position, you're going to want that on. Without it on, see, watch. Without that on, now I can't see where my position's at. So you're going to want that on. And then you're going to want the profit and loss. you don't have that on, it just shows up as that, right? So I like to know my profit and loss. I think it's better to have it in ticks, but it's whatever you want. Brackets, profit and loss. Just make sure that this one and this one are the same. So if they're money, they both need to be money. And then reverse button, that is that right there. So if I turn it off, there's no reverse button there. Then orders is going to be your stop losses. So brackets, profit and loss, I just leave it on money and leave it on. That's what I would do. So executions, this is going to be this. So you can have these on where it shows where you enter and exit. I find it annoying because I'm a scalper, so my chart gets covered in them. So I leave it off. And then if you have that on, you can choose to have the labels on there. It's good for proof. If you're trying to show that, hey, I took this trade, that's when I usually turn them on. Extend price line for position and orders. Click that off. You can see there's no line here. So it does help clean up your chart, but it's hard to see sometimes where your entry was and where your stop's at. You can either choose to have it in the center, have it now, or you can push it up to the left like that. Or you can have it to the right. And then you're going to want orders, executions, and positions on screenshots. So if you have this off, when you go to screenshot, it won't show up. Your position won't show up. Events. If you're a futures trader, this is going to be important. So you want continuous contract switch on, contract switch breaks, turn that on, and then you can have your news notifications, the latest news, and that. I just leave those off, but I do leave the alert lines on, so that is if I come over to here and like I want to be alerted when NASDAQ comes above there. So if you push this plus button that we turned on and you go to add alert, boom, now it will alert me, and then it shows that line where the alert's at. And then ideas, you can have my ideas only. So if you post ideas in the community tab here, which we'll go over all that a little bit later in the video, I personally leave it off because I'm not posting on there. So there's no reason for me to have it on. All right, let's go over how to enter and exit. All right, so here's NASDAQ here. Let's say that I want to go long right now. How do I do that? So if you come up to here, right up to here, and we're gonna go ahead and press that button there, which drops down this menu here. This is how many contracts or lots or coins or whatever you're doing. That's how many it is going to enter into the market. So we're just gonna go ahead and go 1. So now I trade futures, so the bid-ask spread is there's nothing. There's no spread really. So there's no reason for me to use limit orders to enter. And I'm a scalper and I want to be in and out fast. And I don't like using bracket orders. So I just go ahead and enter the market there, press the buy button. So now you see I'm in the market. Let's go and change that lines back. So extend lines, boom. And let's put it in the middle. So you can see this is my entry price here. I have an exit button, or press that if I want to close it. And that's a reverse button. In the demo part of it, you'll be able to slide your entry and exit up, right? If you look right here, when I move my mouse, see this plus button to the right there? I'll decide where I want to put my stop. I want to put my stop at right here. So I'll just come over to here, push the plus button, and then now it gives me a drop down menu of buy one limit. But because we bought, our stop loss has to be a sell. So you have your sell stop, which is okay, but I prefer the sell stop limit. And I'll explain to you why. So I put that in the market. Now I am in the market. I have a stop loss placed. But if we zoom in here, so this is what this does. So to keep being triggered in the market when NASDAQ's moving really fast, sometimes it can trigger it, but by the time it goes through, because sometimes TradingView will lag a little bit, it'll be like 10-point difference from the time it hit my stop to where it entered. It'll be down here, which that can be quite a few points. To combat this, you have the stop limit. So it hits here, it triggers a limit order right away. So it hits it, triggers a limit order, a stop limit order, a tick above price or below price. So if it's a sell stop, it'll be below price. If it's a buy stop, it'll be above price, a tick. So it hits it, puts it in the market, and it works out really well, except for during news and the New York opening. Definitely use the other one, which is going to be this one. We click here again, this one, which is just a stop market order. It's going to trigger and you're going to get filled no matter what at the best price possible. What about take profit? So I personally just wait for price and will push exit or scaling out. So let me go ahead and enter another one here. So let's say I wanted to add on to my position, press buy. Boom. Now I'm in the position with 2. How do I adjust my stop loss? I come back down here and you press the number. So I'll press boom right there. This menu pops up. All I have to do is just press the little calculator button here and move it up 1 and then push modify order. Now you can see I have two in here. Want to take profit, you come in here, move this to 1, push sell. Now it exited one contract for me. Buy it back. If I wanted to enter again, I could buy it back. Use a limit order where it's going to run into my price here. So push sell 1 limit. You can move these up and down at any point just by grabbing them with your mouse. Same with this stop. But if you do it with the other stop, you have to adjust 2 of them. You have your first order. You're going to want to put your second order, the sell stop limit, a tick away. Add on again. I just push buy. Add another one. I just push buy. Adjust my stop though. I now have 4 contracts on. Press 4, modify, enter. If I change my mind and I want to sell 2, push that button there, go to 2, push modify order. See, it's really, you can do this really quite quickly, and for scalping it's important. Otherwise you're having to push trade, you're having to come over to here, you're having to fiddle with each order every time, and that's a pain. I don't like that. I've always done it this way, just the way I learned. All right, let's move this down a little bit. What if I think price isn't as bullish as I previously thought? You can move it down. It's about to trigger here. And now it will sell half my position because I have 2 out of 4 contracts will be sold here. And don't be afraid to play around. If you're on here, try different things and see what it does. So how do I want to change indicators? So now that we went over the buying and selling, we can go into the other cool things about NinjaTrader here. Or not NinjaTrader, TradingView. Since TradingView has one of the best demos I've ever seen, and I think it's the best way to get familiar with trading something, let's go ahead and check that out. You can pull this panel up by clicking right there. If I click right here, I can pull this up, and then it has all these different brokers, right? So here's the paper trading. If you click on that, push connect. So they have this competition right now, and then you have this account here. So you can set up different accounts, and then you can go to trade settings, or you go right here, my bad. So there's this little button right here, you click that, you can put the commissions, you can reset the account. So if I push reset, you can choose the balance. Like let's say you're trying to pass evals and you want to be passing a $50,000 account, you would just go like that and then push reset, and now it starts it over again. I don't recommend demo trading a lot, but let's say you wanted to, you definitely could. You have a trading journal here, and then you trade just like you would to trade futures without a funding company. You're gonna have to pay for data. Let's keep on moving forward. All right, so let's log out of paper trading. Now, how do you connect your broker if you're with a funded company? Your funded company will give you your username and password for TradeAvate. You would simply log into your TradeAvate. You would go to add-ons right there. You'd push on TradingView. I recommend putting them all. And then you would just sign in just like you did with TradeView on NinjaTrader. Not NinjaTrader, but TradingView. How do you change the colors on your screen? If you go to canvas right here, like watch, boom, now it's black, now it's white. You can choose gradient, which is like half and half. So if I go black and then have white at the bottom, or I can go black at the top, white at the bottom. I just put on white solid. Just if I wasn't doing recordings, I would put it on a darker color, but like that. So that's how you do that. How you change the colors of the candles? You go to symbol, the bodies here. Like let's go to red. Now I have red up candles and green down candles, black up candles. So whatever color you want, you can change them to. The border is going to be the color on the outside of the bar. I keep it dark so I can see the candles better. And then that's all about, I think you should really mess with in here. They have a strategy tester, which you would use an indicator. Unfortunately, they don't have, you know, any way to like do the back testing on its own. You have your Pine editor if you want to code your indicators, which they have so much information on here. You could learn how to do it. I know several people that have learned how to do it themselves. You have a crypto trading screener, which I really like this. You can make your own screeners. Like let's say for me, I only trade on Coinbase. So then you click there, you can look at the ones you like to see if they're good trades or not. I actually did a video about how to find the best coins using this. It's on my channel, check it out. Okay, if you click over here, this button right there, it shows all your alerts. And you can set a whole grip of alerts here. I don't ever use this tab, but you definitely could. If you go to right here, it's going to have your object tree, which is going to be like which order is stuff. So you have your candle, which is your candle here, and you can change like, so let's say I wanted the rectangle to be on top of the bars. I would slide it up, put it like that. So now the rectangle is on top of the candles instead of behind it. If you go to here, hot list, this is for more if you're trading stocks or something like that. It's essentially like the screener, but for stocks. If you go to here, you can post your own ideas. You can publish your idea and post it to the community. So if you go to this one, this is going to be, like it's a public place for Forex. They have talks where you can listen to other people. Like let's click on this one. So what these are is pretty much chat rooms from what I understand. And then if we go down to here, you have idea stream, like people post all kinds of stuff, like what they think price is going to do, some educational information as well. And then if you go one more, you have streams, push watch now, live shows for traders. There's a bunch of different streams and stuff they have in here. I don't ever look at any of this. Like this one, they have trading with bots. So remember earlier I was talking about the data. You would press right here at the very bottom. You press right here and then it gives you access to the data. So it's only $7 a month for CME futures data. It's really quite cheap compared to the rest of the world. So let's go over the watch list. So let's say, like for me example, I like to have the 2 or 3 that I trade the most. So if I want to put NASDAQ on my chart, I just go in queue and then press here. You just click on it and it'll put it in your watch list. You can do that. And then you can move which ones you want at the top by pressing down and holding them. Up, up, boom, boom. If you scroll down here, it tells you all about the product you're trading. Like if I was to want to look at crypto, I could just go like this. And then what do I want? If I want to know something about the company, I'll just click on that. And then it will scroll down and show me their performance tab, technicals. Pretty much all the information you can want to know about something is in there. And anytime I'm like confused about something or I can't find something, you can press the help button, which is right there. Press that. And then they have so many articles and different things. in here that any question you could possibly have would be in there. Let's go over how to connect your funding company if you're wanting to be a funded trader, or you are but don't know how to connect TradingView to it. So we go down here to our brokers, right? And we push Trade it's going to ask you for a username and password. So you would put the one that the company gives you, but first you're going to want to go to TradingView.com, and then first we're going to need to get our username and password from the funding company. All right, and then if you go right here, you'll see TradingView account, username and password. So you just copy and paste. Make sure there's no blank spaces in there. You put your username and password in there. Press login. You're going to launch simulation mode. If it's your first time logging in, they'll make you sign some contracts with CME. Once you've done that, you come over to here on the right, go to add-ons, click that. And then anyone that says free, I recommend just turning on. So push free, boom, boom, boom. And now we can sign into the TradingView part. You can go ahead and exit out of that. Make sure you log out of this, or else it won't let you sometimes sign into the other one. Let's go to TradingView again. Here we are. You copy and paste it in just like you did before. Once you do that, you should be able to save it if you've downloaded the TradingView onto your desktop. That's what I do. I don't use the browser app personally. Now we're signed in again. Maybe you're not funded yet, and maybe you just wanted to watch the video to learn how to use TradingView correctly. So if that's the case, I highly recommend you check out my website, verifiedfundingcompanies.com. The funding companies allow you to learn at a much cheaper rate. If you're new, you probably think you're going to learn this fast. I have a wake-up call for you. It's not going to be fast. You're going to have a long road ahead of you. To save money, you can use evaluations, which you'll pay with my discount here. You would pay $17 for a $50,000 account with Bullnox. And instead of blowing your own money, you're blowing the evaluation money. Once you're pretty good at trading at a profitable level, you'll start passing these evaluations. If you're interested in discounts to these funding companies, because some can be pretty expensive, check out my website. The best discounts in the game for traders, by traders. All these companies on here, I 100% guarantee you they pay you out. If they don't, I will pay you out. How about them apples? You guys that watched until the end, I'm going to hook you guys up with a chance to win a free Bullnox evaluation, 50K. All right, and then to enter into the giveaway for this free evaluation with Bullnox, which is a trader funding company, what you're going to do is like the video, and then you go ahead and subscribe to my second channel, which I'll show you how to find that. Comment below in the comments, and just answer this question: do you trade futures or Forex? And do you have any plans to switch to futures if you don't? One entry per person. You can only win once per contest. And then on March 27th, I'm going to do a live stream and pick the winners. So like, subscribe, comment, show you how to subscribe to my other channel. So this is my second channel here. It is all about funding companies. Like, that's all it's about. Like, I do have some videos on here about like how connections to TradingView, Ninja Trader, you know, but mostly it's going to be reviews about prop firms, how to pass prop firm challenges, all that. Make sure you subscribe to Verified Trader Funding. I'll put the link in the description. And then that's it, guys. I'll also put the link to my website in the description as well. I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you guys in the charts. You should definitely check out my live streams. I stream just about every single day. I'm either doing a live trading session, or I'm doing a live stream during Asia session, which is trading and analysis for the next trading day. Every day, Monday through Friday, it's one or the other. Check it out. You know, I did a poll. 75% of people that started watching my live streams could not pass an evaluation, or have not had passed one, or had not passed two or more. Within a month, they were able to pass evaluation. That's a 75% of people said that. That's huge. I spent a full year failing evaluations before I even passed a single one. To cut that down from 365 days to 30 is a huge, huge improvement, I think. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys in the charts.